Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shadows Reviews on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have the review for you is the Gemmy life-size Hunchback that came out in 2009. Now, this was sold online only at Spirit Halloween, as well as many other various retailers, including, I believe, Buy Costumes, and he was on eBay much later on, and not many people knew that he had existed due to the fact that his sales were so poor back in '09. He was on, I think it was Canadian Tire. I've seen him on there, and they had leftover old stock for him for a while. And I tried, if it wasn't Canadian Tire, it was definitely another Canadian website because I had tried purchasing one probably in 2017 maybe, and it wouldn't let me buy it because it was from Canada. The website, they didn't ship to the US. So that's what happened with that. And then I had eventually found one on eBay. And I think I paid just over 200 for it used. It did come with the box. And yeah, it did come with the box. And I don't have the box anymore. So what happened is I had traded this Hunchback right here that you see in front of me. So I traded this Hunchback along with a prototype cloche to Donovan at the time, which this was probably 2019, 2020, probably 2019. And I traded him this and the prototype cloche for a Midnight Countess, which, in theory, if it was a straight trade for him and her, I think it would have been fair. The fact that it was a trade for a prototype and him for her, it wasn't fair. But he got his in that deal because when I packaged this thing up, I packaged it up super well. There is actually an unboxing on this channel. If you go back years ago, there is an unboxing of this exact one. And for those of you that do remember, it was missing its leg poles. But I can 100% assure you that I put those poles inside the box. During transport through USPS, there was a hole in the box, a large gaping hole, and the poles had fallen out. So he wasn't able to stand them up. He didn't have the poles. He didn't have spare poles, so he would just leave it sitting on a couch just for, looks. Because he does look cool. He's a great piece. But anyways, fast forwarding, this ended up getting sold. Again, this was a while ago. Ended up getting sold to the Gemmy fan back in the day. And then the Gemmy fan sold it, and it went to someone in New Jersey, and I saw it on Marketplace. It's about an hour drive from me. So I'm messaging back and forth with this person, and all of a sudden, I go there. I ended up meeting up with him really late. It was like probably midnight. So I ended up meeting up with him at midnight. He's a fan of the channel. His name's Anthony. I'll link his YouTube channel in the description. And I'm talking with him, and I was like, "Oh, if you don't mind me asking, where did you get this?" And he tells me, I got it from someone with a red and white tiled checkered floor a while back." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I know where you got this from." And I was like, "Wait a minute, this is my old Hunchback." And I said, "When you got it, did it come with poles?" And he said, "No, it didn't have any poles." I said, "Yeah, this is my old Hunchback." So he gave a new set of poles with it. I paid $150 from him for it locally, which I think is a completely fair price, and I'm very appreciative that he didn't try, taking my whole wallet from me for this thing. Because if you look on eBay, these things are listed for $400 or $500, and they are selling for those prices. They take a while, but they are selling. And yeah, so I got the original Hunchback back in my possession, which is this one, and then I have my sample Hunchback, and then I have the prototype Hunchback, which I showed you. So this is going to be the next one in the series to get reviewed, and then I'm re-reviewing the prototype sample Hunchback, and then I'm going to do a comparison of the three together, just because I think that there should be one with the amount of differences between them. One thing to note on Hunchback here, and this is a very common problem for them. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Do you see this crack right here that loops around from the bottom up, down through, or through to the back on the side of the eye? And then there's, I think, another crack on this one. Can't find it now. No, never mind. That's it. So they're all different, but they all get a crack on one of the eyes. Sometimes both. No matter, it's not a matter of if it will crack. It's a matter of when it will crack. Because all of the Hunchbacks I've owned, and I've owned quite a few. This one, the pre-production sample, that one has a crack in both eyes. And there was another one that I owned at one point. The prototype's different because that one, mine at least, has eyes sculpted into the head, so that one won't crack. Unless I drop the head or something. But they all do it. I don't know why. It's just something with these eyes. And Ghost Girl, the Gemmy Ghost Girl, does it too. And she has the same colored eyes as this one. I don't know if they changed the plastic. I don't know if it's where they placed the placement of a screw. I don't know, but they always get stress cracks. Pretty much for his look and design, he has a cheaper quality butler tray, and the hand comes off like a normal butler. The plastic tab on it, because it uses like the pinhead style, where in the 2010 Freddy style, all the newer style connections, the tab tends to snap on it because it's the black plastic, so you can just walk up to him and slide the hand on and off. The ribbon is missing on a lot of them, and the clothes are typically pretty faded. This one, however, is completely mint. It's just how I remember it. The outfit was not faded at all. There was no rips or tears in any of it. His feet had the perfect amount of stuffing in it. Like, this one was a good one. And I used to have the box for it. I'm pretty sure I traded it to Donovan in the trade, but I don't have the box anymore, so that's unfortunate. Unless I have it in storage still and I never gave it to him. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure that the box is now gone. Obviously he's called Hunchback for a reason. The body shell is all here. Ends right here and goes up to here. So he's pretty big. And then also, one thing to mention, I'll show you this on camera really quick. Take the hood off. He is this isn't anything new for you guys. You guys have seen all this before. But the way that his head is designed, for those of you that don't know, the tab is in the front. And then that's what his neck looks like to attach it. And when I was actually going to take it apart to bring it home, I brought it home assembled in one whole piece, but I took the head off. I was like, where the hell is this latching tab for the head? Because it's been so long since I've taken one apart. I was feeling around in the back of the head where they normally are in the Gemmy life sizes, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's in the front. So that took me probably like 2 minutes to figure that all out. But yeah, so that's it for him. I will go ahead and demo him. He has the the typical side to side, the neck tilting, and the light up eyes with the really creepy phrases. So give me 1 second, and I'll go plug him in for you.
Oh, these tasty morsels are fresh from the lab. Delicious. Don't worry. I made sure the treats no longer scream when you bite into them. If you see any of the treats start to move, just bash them with a hammer. That usually works. What's the matter? You don't want a treat? Oh, the master won't like that, that's all. Take a treat. I hope you get a charge out of it. Oh, these tasty morsels are fresh from the lab. Delicious. Don't worry. I made sure the treats no longer scream when you bite into them. If you see any of the treats start to move, just bash them with a hammer. That usually works. What's the matter? You don't want a treat? Oh, the master won't like that, that's all.
Okay, guys, so there he was in action. And when I owned him originally, I replaced the gear in the neck turning and the neck tilting. And then as it left my possession, when it reached its most recent owner, Anthony, he decided to replace the gears again, which was great. It was preventative maintenance. He just did it because he was like, oh, these are going to split again anyways. And so I got a Hunchback that's going to last me another, hopefully, like 5-6 years with new gears before I got to open it up again and replace it. But it's just funny that this thing made a complete full circle, as well as a couple other things recently. And I was able to get them back in my possession. Because I'm not going to lie, this and the two other things that, came back to me, I regretted getting rid of. The one thing went to Donovan. This other thing I thought went to Donovan, but it didn't. It went to someone on Mercari. I forgot I listed it on my Mercari. But I got it back and got the Hunchback. So that's freaking cool. And it's nice because on Halloween I used to take the sample out, um, for the display. And I used to hate doing it because I don't like my samples and prototypes going outside. Inside the porch for the display, that's fine. Outside, I don't really like it too much because if something happens to them, I'm not getting them again. So, I now have a produced Hunchback to take outside for Halloween, and I have a produced Hunchback in the collection because all my other Hunchbacks are, like I said, samples or prototypes, and I like having produced items as well to go along with the samples and prototypes, so it's just nice to have this one. But anyways, guys, that's really all I have to say for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know you've seen him on the channel at one point. I mean, he was like extremely hard to find, rare, everything else, and he still is rare. But, now there's been probably at this point, between all the prototype Hunchbacks being shown and the produced one and my sample and then the prototype I just showed, there's probably about seven to eight videos of this guy on the channel. And Donovan also made a video of this one on the channel too in the unboxing, so this one's not even anything new. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.